where I live, stripers, believe it or not, love topwater baits certain times of the year, in the spring and in the fall. I caught them in the fall. And if you want to see a 15 to 20 pound striper hit a topwater, it's like a toilet bowl, man. Your heart starts pounding. It is absolutely insane. This bait right here, I got to work with it a little bit last year, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And that size right there is perfect. So for me, and when I'm fishing big toothy critters like muskie, pike, you know, stuff like that, stripers, I like to throw a bait that's about the size of my hand. And the reason is, because I can throw it all day long, but it's got a big profile. And smallmouth and largemouth will just eat this up. Muskie will eat this up, because if you look at this, again, the size of my hand, to sit there and chuck a muskie bait like this all day long, and I've done it my life, trust me, shoulder surgery, the whole 9 yards, because it is absolutely exhausting. You go back to your hotel, or you go back home, and you're just like, oh, I just got beat up by Mike Tyson throwing this great big lure. Why? I'm telling you, you do not. I shouldn't say this because there's big lures on the market that they want you to buy. I don't believe you need to throw giant lures for big fish. If you throw a profile bait that's as big as your hand or just a little bit bigger, and you could throw it all day long, you're going to catch more fish. You know why? You know why? Because you're going to be able to throw it more cast. And that's the key. The more cast you get, the more fish you're going to catch. If you're throwing a great big 12-inch bait like this and you're reeling it down and you're, oh, I don't want to cast this thing anymore, so you're getting half the cast. Trust me, if you use a bait for pike or muskie that's just a little bit bigger than your hand, you're going to improve your catches. And you can get them wide profiles, like, you know, that heavy hitter's got a wide profile. You can get baits like that. This is a pretty wide, round profile, you know. And the thing I like about this is called the Jowler. It's a brand new topwater bait by Rapala. It's absolutely phenomenal. Jacob Wheeler designed this bait for a reason. It catches fish. The lip on it, there's a lip here, and I'll come down and show you when I'm done. It spurts water, and this actual bait walks the dog too. So as it's walking the dog, there's lots of walk the dog baits out there that work, but as this is walking the dog, it's spitting water. So it actually looks like a wounded bait fish. It catches fish like crazy. The feather on the back of it is huge for smallmouth. They love that. I've caught big pike on this before, and stripers love it. You know, smallmouth, largemouth, pike, muskie. I haven't caught a muskie on it yet, but I haven't really fished for them with it. But I know they'll catch it. And again, you just want to cast it out there. Now, I don't know if I can do it on this tank, but there's not a lot of room. But you have to put the action in the lure. So with a topwater lure like this, you don't want to reel it back like this, because it does absolutely nothing. You see that? It does absolutely zero. When you cast it out there, you want it to sit, and now I'll let that thing sit there until all the rings are gone around it. And sometimes I've had smallmouth come right up. You think that bait's just sitting there and nothing's happening, and I'll say, whoosh, great big boil. Now what you want to do, don't watch the lure, watch what I'm doing. What you want to do is twitch, 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 and I'm catching up with the line as I'm doing that. So you're putting the action in the lure. You see that? See the way it's walking like that and it's spitting? But it's the rod tip that's doing all the action. You have to put the action into the lure in order for it to work properly. So what you do is you let it go, let the rings go, you know, and then just kind of twitch. It's hard for me to do this, but there you go. Once you get it going, you see how it spits water and the noise. It's got rattles in it, and it's absolutely phenomenal. The thing I like about the rattles in the Jowler, they're dense. Do you hear that? They're dense. So a lot of bead rattles and a lot of lures got a high pitch. This is like a dense knock, boom, boom, and it's different. And things I like about fishing, different. I love different stuff. This is a Jowler, man. This is one of the best topwater lures. I think it's going to revolutionize topwater fishing for a lot of species because of the action, because of the way it works, and it's easy to work. Once you get used to throwing that on your rod, you know, the way to work the rod tip, you're going to catch a lot of fish. And you got to watch when topwater bite's going. So if you see, busted minnows and stuff like that, obviously you throw a topwater, but you can throw topwater, and everybody thinks that you throw topwater in calm water. I've caught fish in 3-foot waves throwing topwater. I've had my bait hit the wave, jump to the next wave, and keep going, and I've caught fish in 2- and 3-foot waves on topwater bait. So don't be afraid to throw topwater when you see a little bit of blowing, a little bit of chop on the water, because again, when those fish are looking up, they see a silhouette, you know, and if they see something, they're going to hone in on it. You know, that little wave actually kind of breaks up the visual, and it really helps. It'll attract way more fish, for sure.